I'm Victoria Nanetti. I'm a community journalist for rptv. The following report you're about to see involves Fred Victor celebrating annual Fred's Walk 2023 fundraising on June 2nd. Fred Victor Social Charitable Organization celebrated their 8th annual Fred's Walk on June 2nd, 2023 from 12 to 5 p.m. Hundreds of people walked to wage war on homelessness. The annual walk has grown into a well-attended community event which unites charitable citizens who want to help. Fred's Walk is a 10-kilometer guided tour of Fred Victor's downtown sites. Much of Fred Victor's infrastructure is too widespread to be easily viewed on a walking tour in the area between Yonge and Sherbourne from Front Street to Gerrard Street. There were guided tours to Fred Victor 40 Oak Street Community Hub in Regent Park as well. Fred's Walk surpassed their goal and raised over $200,000. The funds raised at Fred's Walk 2023 will go into our lifesaving programming, which supports over 3,000 people every day. Events like Fred's Walk are important to Regent Park Community to raise awareness about the causes and effects of homelessness and poverty in downtown Toronto.
Land acknowledgements might seem like a small and simple gesture, but like many of our ways, they are intended to have more impact.
The event began with land acknowledgement and opening remarks by Michele, Erskine, Vice Chair and CEO of Outfront Canada, and Keith Hambly, CEO of Fred Victor. Regent Park TV was at the fundraising to speak with Michele, Erskine, and Keith Hambly, and also interviewed 40 Oaks staff Ibrahim, Afrah, and Ashrafi, Ahmed.
This is my 6th year doing the walk with my team, and what I like is that every year we walk around different sites that have to do with the great work that Fred Victor does in the city and learn about the complexity and all the different things that they do to try and overcome homelessness in Toronto. It's inspiring and it's fun at the same time.
I'm just thrilled that we have almost 300 people walking today in over 20 groups of our community partners, our donor partners, and each and every one of them is here because of our goal is to end homelessness here in the city of Toronto. And we provide housing, shelter, case management services, food security services in over 20 locations, including Regent Park, here in Regent Park. And we're so thrilled that we have so many people here today are giving of their time and their resources to make a difference in a person's life.
I think it's a combination of fundraising and education, so they do a great job of giving us an event that we can use to try and drive funds, but also to learn more about the issues around homelessness and getting to know Fred Victor. I was going to do a plug for Taste of Regent Park, if that's okay. So coming up in the summer is Taste of Regent Park. I know I've been a couple times last year, looking forward to this year, and I think it's right across the street. It's fantastic, and I love seeing the community come out and the great food.
Exactly. I think one of the biggest reasons why we do this event, Taste of Regent Park, and Street Eats as well, which is coming this summer, is to raise awareness in the broader public across the city of Toronto of the issues of homelessness, the need to have a home for everyone who is homeless in this city of Toronto. We're raising awareness one individual at a time, one group or one partner at a time to make a difference not only with Fred Victor but even in their own communities to make sure homelessness is addressed.
Hello, my name is Ashrafi and we are really glad. So Fred's Walk came to visit our site, 40 Oak, and I'm the garden and food coordinator, and we really love to share our program update and what we're doing, and we're really glad now you all are here to celebrating our great work. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ibrahim. I'm the events and volunteer coordinator. I was with Ashrafi at the 40 Oak location. This location is actually the prime location in my opinion because it's home to Regent Park. And right now we are located at Daniel Spectrum celebrating the hard-earned fundraising that happened all this month. This event is actually one of the good events that people go to see the different locations that Fred Victor has and the work that happens in each location and how all of that supports people who are homeless or people who are in poverty. So thank you very much for coming to Regent Park and now for doing all this fundraising for people who really need it.
This is my 6th time doing this walk though, so I love this walk. It's one of the highlights of the year. I hope nobody minds, but I'm going to do a shameless plug for Team Outfront, which is my team. It's our 6th year doing it, so really pleased. But before we set off on our adventure today, I want you to know how important you are to Fred Victor, each and every one of you. We're all going to learn a lot together, and we all, I think, probably had some fun doing the fundraising. So we need your energy, your passion, your enthusiasm, which I think has come from everything I've seen around here. I hope you take what you learned today and you share it with your colleagues and friends, because as much as we need the money, we need people to learn and understand and help us as we help people who have homelessness needs throughout the city, because it does exist, and we're doing our best to make sure it is reduced and eliminated. And Fred Victor is working really hard to do something about that. So thank you very much for taking out. It's my great pleasure to introduce the CEO of Fred Victor, someone I've really enjoyed working with over the last few years, Keith Hambly.
We have a record number of participants this year. Can you believe it? Like, it's 6 years doing this. Over 250 people are participating in the walk. We are here today because there is a big problem that we all want to solve. And Fred Victor is committed to ending chronic homelessness in this city. And we can commit to this ambitious goal because of people like you care and are willing to join us, not just today in our walk, but throughout the year in all the programs and all the activities that we have here. So a big round of applause and thank you to all of you. Unfortunately or sadly, there are approximately a little over 9,000 people every night in the city of Toronto who are homeless, that are either in our shelter system or on the street in the encampments, or just not, unfortunately, not even counted as homeless. So we have a large problem ahead of us. And they've been let down, sadly, by community, by their families, and now face unimaginable choices. And think of it. Imagine arriving at a shelter only to be turned away because it's full. Imagine having your car towed with all your possessions inside, and imagine your only option is a tent in a park. And imagine imagine on a hot day like today, having nowhere to go where it's cool or to get a drink of water. So what's the answer? The best solution to homelessness is rather obvious: more affordable and accessible housing. Deeply affordable housing, housing with supports, transitional housing. We could clap, yes, clap for that. Transitional housing, and housing in every neighborhood, in every group, for every group of people in need. During the pandemic, Fred Victor opened the Edward Village. This is a hotel that welcomed almost 280 people who had no home. People were being turned away from shelters and sadly evicted from parks. This was one of the several hotels that the city leased to help ease the shelter crisis in 2021. But 2 years later, and this site is still fully occupied, and we are working to ensure that it continues as a safe, stable place for people in need to have a home.
So thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the walk.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and check out all of our social media platforms. For more information, check out our website.